All right, we're on Hot Potato again. Hot Potato is it's gonna be honest with you, it's a touch annoying, but simultaneously, it's my kind of annoying. Basically, you're the Tainted Forgotten, but your head explodes. So, you don't want to be around it when it explodes, unless maybe, like, if you got explosion immunity. I guess that'd be, like, sick nasty. But I do love to play as the... Oh my god. Oh my god. I do love to play as Tainted Forgotten. What a throw! Are you seeing this? Hello? I'm one of the greatest tossers. Like, well, okay, let's not say that. I'm elite. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a bop. I don't even know what it means. I just know that it's like British for, you know, self-pleasuring or something. Is that the case? Is that correct? You never know with the UK. They're doing all sorts of stuff. You heard about this Brexit thing, man? I'll tell you, if you're asking me, I prefer brunch. If you're asking me, can I tell you as well, after talking with Malf yesterday, I went to the grocery store. I tried to get some halloumi because Malf said it was delicious. I've had it a couple of times. It's a very, like, rich cheese. I couldn't find halloumi at the grocery store. To add insult to injury, I then tried to tweet Malf, hey, I couldn't find halloumi at the grocery store. Just, I thought he might want an update. But my phone auto-corrected halloumi, which I know that I spelled right. Because I'm a good speller. Especially if something doesn't have like a double T in it somewhere. Like, I still have to think twice when I spell, like, committee. But I would say I'm above the average when it comes to spelling. Autocorrect said, hey, I know you typed halloumi. Did you mean gallium, the 34th element on the periodic table? Yeah, I was really trying to send Malf a message about how I was going to eat some fried gallium for dinner and just die, probably. I assume it's not food. I feel like we've reached a point in the past couple of years where autocorrect actually has gotten worse. Like, there was a time where I thought it was occasionally bad. Now I'm like, it actively, like, works against me. Like, I have to autocorrect, I have to manually correct autocorrect all the time. And don't even get me started on the, you know, no, I did not mean to type ducking. You know what I mean? Like, have we really got, we're that prudish as a society that autocorrect doesn't have swears in it? Like, there's really little kids out there that are like, hey, type duck into autocorrect to see what happens. I don't want any of these, man. They're not good enough. I still don't want any of these. Okay, now I kind of want, I'll probably take Guppy's head when we go back in now. That's funny. Watch out, Twitch police will get him for the wrong category. Screw, you'll never take me alive, coppers. 83% chance to beat repentance. The Binding of Isaac Repentance. There you go. Look at that. You thought you were so slick. Saved. Yoink. Yeah, autocorrect sucks. That's my whole message here. Stinky. Where's the 83% from? We employ a team of very sophisticated statisticians, and we do a series of models in simulations with a variety of statistical weightings applied to all the parameters that serve to impact the probability. Then we create like this super cool like model for it that gives you a percentage chance for things to happen. And if something happens that is low percentage in our model, it's never our own fault for having a bad model. It's just that rare events happen all the time. What do you'd like to buy my website for $250 million? Okay, sure. Okay, sure. 100% chance of that happening. He's gone, Sarge. You sound like an actuary. I think in another life, I could be a pretty sick actuary. There is a downside to being an actuary. I think it requires, whoops, a lot of very, very intense schooling, particularly in the mathematics. But I think I would be good at it just like eyeballing it. Like if a company was like, we want an actuary, but we don't want to like pay for a legit one, I think I'd be pretty good at being like, you know, a reasonable facsimile. You would not be funny anymore, though. I don't know. I would pivot to being like, instead of being the 8th funniest streamer, I could be like, by far the funniest actuary. Not known for being a funny profession, I'm sure, but I think I could be the first actuary / comedian. I don't even know if this will work, man, but like, I'm doing it. My ex-girlfriend was an actuary. Is there a joke in there? Like, is it... She gave us a 75% chance of making it. Something, something. There's no joke in there. Okay, yeah, okay. I don't know. Someone typed haha. Haha. They typed H-A-H-A-A. It must be funny. Hey, it's the funny actuary. Yoink. Wonder what the funniest job outside of like comedian actually is. I feel like blue collar workers are they're funnier than the average like white collar worker. Like I've experienced some office-based humor in my life. It's not that funny. It's always, you know, and that's when I said, that's why they call it a risk-adjusted return. And everyone's like, hey, you're the boss, so I gotta laugh. Boink. But I worked in Save Your Praise, okay? It was a long time ago, but if you want a hero, sure. I like the sound of that. I worked as a mover for one day. I had taken an aptitude test at a temp agency and was sure that somehow they were going to find me a job working in an office or something, you know, a cushy, air-conditioned, like, data entry type deal. Instead, they gave me a call and were like, hey, at 5 in the morning tomorrow, if you can get to, like, the industrial area of town, we can, you know, we'll let you be a mover for a day. Which, as, like, a 18-year-old, it's not what you want to see. I think is a... when you're moving, you don't want to see a relatively scrawny 18-year-old kid. You want to see, like, a burly, grown man. Anyway, long story short, it's not about me so much. But I was scared all day for my life. I thought I was going to have a catastrophic risk of injury. It gave me a newfound respect for movers and, like, the amount of pain that their body goes through, and the fact that, like, a move takes a long time. You know, not just the lifting, but also the planning and the driving the truck and the strapping stuff in. Like, it's a tough job, man. But the two guys I was working with were very funny. I was like, this, you know, when you're carrying pianos up the stairs 10 times a day, you gotta have something to appreciate the the funny things in life. Wow, I'm excited seems horrible here. Seems very dangerous. Were they your comedy teachers? No, like, I don't want to blow up their spot, okay? It's been, like... That was the summer of 2007, so it's been 14 years. But I was basically a child, right? Like, I mean, from a literal sense, I was a child. And I had never done a day of moving before in my life. We got in the truck, and then they just started blazing it, man. They were like... Wait, Lovers? Can't remember what this... Oh, isn't the Lovers card is Magic Skin, right? This is before it was legal in Canada. So they were smoking up in the truck, like, while driving on the 401, which is, like, the scariest highway in Ontario. And I was just, as an 18-year-old, I was like, please, for the love of God, like, I don't really, like, mind on a moral or an ethical level, but also, I'm doing this for, like, one day. Don't get into an accident and kill me, please. I've got a long life ahead of me. I still had hair at that point, like, that's how long ago it was. It was a long time ago. I was very scared. And then, my dad was kind of going through a phase where he wanted me to learn a good work ethic, which I think is admirable. But they believe it or not, I must have done something right, because they called me back that night and were like, do you want to do it again tomorrow? And my dad was like, you better tell them yes. And I was very, very lucky. I got a call back from a job that I had applied for, like, months earlier. And they're like, yeah, we got, like, a 10-week contract opened up for you to, like, sit in our air-conditioned office and use Google Maps all day. And I was like, I'm in! I don't... Literally, you are, like, the hand of God extended from heaven itself. So I was saved from a summer as a mover. Don't take that as me looking down at the moving profession. It's actually just literally the job was too hard for me. It was, it's nasty, man. I got nothing but respect for movers. Use Google Maps? Sounds like a dream. Yeah, it was a weird job. It was like a pseudo... I mean, it was a not-for-profit that accepted charitable donations from people, you know, like clothing, used clothing and stuff like that. And then there was like a phone bank that would call people and be like, do you have anything to donate? And then if they said yes, we would like write their address down, and then I would use Google Maps to plan the route that the driver should drive in order to, you know, minimize the amount of time they spent on the road. Kind of a weird but cool summer job. I know we're getting into like extreme, I'm sure that happened story, but like I also was able to wear headphones at that job because I had a solitary... This is before, this is 2007 era Google Maps. You don't even understand, man. You don't understand. It was a different era back then, okay? Not everybody had GPSs built into every device. Literally before the drives, they would print out like pieces of paper with the routes on them. But anyway, and yes, it was back when MapQuest still existed as a viable competitor. So I would actually sometimes have to consult like both services, because sometimes Google Maps like wouldn't have a subdivision that MapQuest would have. It was like they were still fighting out the mapping wars back then. Whoops. I have to imagine Red Stew's not that good, but let's give it a try regardless. It's like one of the most fun items in the game. If it works. If I did it. Anyway, I could wear headphones at that job, so I bought the cheapest MP3 player I could find at Best Buy. I think it was called like a Sanyo or something like that. S-A-N-Y-O. It was like $40, which is really cheap. It held, I don't know, maybe like 4 albums. It was like 120 megabytes or something. And it literally died. Sure, why not? Well, you gotta be careful about the way you phrase that, I guess. But it literally crapped out on me. Man, if only, like, these were good at all, right? Like, with an hour to go on my final day of work. It was the most aptly purchased product in my entire life. After 10 weeks at the job, it gave up the ghost at 3 p.m. on the final day. It was a dream situation. Why not take Incubus? This is not a real question, right? This is a question designed to incite conflict. It might have worked for all I know, but what I do know for sure is that it would cost us like 40% of our HP. No matter what. Oh, that's fine. HP is probably better in that situation. Dude, why? I don't know. Maybe. Ah! Owns. I don't know. Maybe Book of Sin. I mean, the flies are helpful, but with Red Stew, like, we're kind of... I don't know, man. Like, at least this is some way to deal damage that isn't attached to the hearts. There's something I like about that. Okay, please. Beautiful. One more. NL, how do I get rid of my God complex from not having side effects from the second dose of the vaccine? It's such a pain in the ass to be, like, built different, man. Because, like, people are always going, like, oh, the vaccine really knocked me out for a couple of days. And then you're like, oh, I guess I must just be built from different stock because I actually felt better after the vaccine. Not only on a mental level for, like, doing my part to get society back on track, but also, you know, hold on, every time we take HP, we get a stat bonus, right? Yeah, okay, another luck upgrade. But also, like, physically, I feel like the best I've ever felt. And they're like, oh, shut up and get me a Pedialyte. I feel so dehydrated. And you're like, oh. You know, like, you I think it's like a hate us because they ain't us situation. I don't have anything else to say about the joke. By the way, what does the magician do? You know what? Just pop that son of a gun. Oh, it gives the soul, right? What a great item. Incredible. Hey, any chance you want to make it down here? No? Okay, cool. Hello. I just want some bomb synergies, man. That's not... I mean, it would be nice, maybe... hold on. Empty Vessel strikes me as very useful here. Whoops. No, not a thing. Empty Vessel... I'm just gonna snag that. Mostly, like, it's not the flying, but I think the invincibility will help us out a lot on the late game bosses. Give me the stats. I want the stats, man. It said it gave me +6 damage. That can't possibly be true. Give me that. Oh, it's temporary binge eater damage. I thought binge eater gave you permanent stats. Maybe only the damage is temporary. Just give me bomb immunity. Oh my god. Oh my god. It does both. Okay, it does both. The bomb guy isn't moving anymore? Wait a minute. Ah, let's go. That invincibility is going to be kind of sick. Yeah, I guess, like, oh, it actually is pretty good that he doesn't bounce around when he's exploding. So we can actually use that on stationary bosses. Like, we got to go all the way to, like, Mega Satan or something, right? He's crazy talk. Yeah, he's flying, so he doesn't bounce. He's immune to the laws of physics. It's normal Satan. Okay, thank God. I think... Oh, let's go. Owns. Owns. You gotta be careful with it. Yep. What I was gonna say. You gotta be careful with empty vessel. Dude, I'm taking the HP. Because empty vessel doesn't always give you a good cue of when it's about to expire. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. Uh-oh. Or maybe it never does, but I wish that it did. Yo, did you see that they added the there's no such thing as a coincidence guy into Apex Legends? William Knight? It's not literally him. Like, they're not, like, celebrating the release of William Knight. But it's, like, it looks so inspired by him that it, well, are you really gonna make me say it? It seems like it couldn't... You're a piece of garbage, man. It appears that it... I mean, it can't be a coincidence. Not just because there's no such thing, but... But then, like, I did see in the comments underneath, some guy was like, yeah, they did the same thing to me for Cypher, and then he posted, like, his photo with the Apex Legends hero Cypher, and I was like, you guys don't even look alike at all. Like, you're actually, like, posing in the pose that they made with a gun. And even, or maybe it's not Cypher, maybe there's another name. You know what I'm talking. I don't know. Crypto. Yeah, that's it. Crypto. Cypher, crypto, whatever. What's the difference, man? The Goku post is pretty good. You're not wrong about the Goku. Oh, I hate you. Don't jump. Okay. Dude, we need some damage. All this for 1 HP and whatever we got out of Binge Eater. Yoink. No, I had no problem with Goku, mostly. Forgot what the heck I was talking about. Believe it or not, you piece of shit, you're still gonna burn. I will say, like, I was, remember when that is ancient history, like a week and a half ago, when the most popular meme on the internet was, like, Spotify playlists that spell out a sentence? In my head, I wanted to make one, and it would say Trinity's Spotify playlist, and it would just be songs that spell out, God damn you, Cypher. But I was like, that's a lot of work, and, like, as we've covered before, I don't really understand Spotify, and I don't think that it's gonna go viral, and even if it does, what's the point? So I didn't really. That's the end of that story. I thought of a concept for a joke, and then was like, it's too much work. Thank you. I just wish I could see how much HP I have. That's it. If I knew how much HP I have, I feel like I could... Oh, let's go! Feel like I could tailor my run thusly. I hate you. I hate you. not gonna do it. We got the poop, right? That might be good enough. Please. Oh my god. I blew up the poops. I blew up the poops. Let's go! Oh no! Look, the temporary damage is nice, but the poison bombs are like 10 out of 10. What a rip, man! Hey! Invincibility, please. Invincibility? Invincibility. No, not invincibility, just good timing. There we go. Owned. Owned. One more, maybe? Owned. One more. No. I meant to go back and use the Lover's card as well. I gotta admit, like, the first time I played this, I was kind of like, I don't see what Corey's complaining about. It just seems like fun. The more I've, not to spoil anything, but the more I've played Hot Potato, the more I've been like, Corey was definitely right. This shit is annoying, man. That's probably, I was gonna say, is that permanent Polaroid invincibility? I guess that doesn't really make any sense. Please. I found this one pretty easy. I think, like, if you... It's gotta just be, like, partly a product of what you find, right? Like... I think if you get cool bomb synergies, you might be like love and life. Otherwise, not so much. You know what? Give me Gup. Give me 9 lives. I hate to be this guy. I think we need the HP, as much as I hate to say it. I feel like Sack Dagger on the bomb guy is not that big of a deal. We're already doing a decent amount of damage just via bomb explosions. I think it's a controversial moment. People begging for the location of your rationale through text. But you have flight. Yeah, but the Sack Dagger is gonna be on it's gonna be on the Bomb Lord. He's already like he's already exploding. He's pushing enemies away. It would be great, admittedly, when we had the invincibility. There's no doubt about that. He deals no damage to bosses. Source, dude, just trust me. Get ready. Get ready. When we win by exactly 1 HP, you're gonna be like, he was right. Honestly, you're fine. That's we disagree on that. I'm not feeling too good here. I think we made the right decision on that last deal with the devil, though. I'll stand by that. Sometimes the bombastic decision is the wrong one. And Satan tries to seduce you with bombast. Good, good. No, you can't make it. Now you can make it. Dominated. Okay. Speed upgrade HP. We need the HP. I would like to get Guppy, please. Not... Why? It doesn't let you get free deals with the devil. It just gives you Holy Mantle. I literally just spaced out. You know what? Give me that Holy Mantle for a second. What the? What's happening? Who's he playing as? This is the Hot Potato Challenge. You play as Tainted Forgotten, and it's no surprise to me you are your own worst enemy. That's fine. That's why we got the Holy Mantle. Chubb hates smoke, by the way. It's a lit reference. Oh, thank you. I thought so, too. Lit has... They have 2 songs, right? Like, they got 2 popular songs. My Own Worst Enemy is the best by far. By far the most famous. What's the other one? It's called, like, Promise? Or is that Eve 6? Miserable. Oh, right, okay. I remember Miserable. You make me complete. You make me completely miserable. Yeah. It's been a while, but the arcane knowledge is still locked in there somewhere. Didn't that video have Pamela Anderson in it? Pamela Anderson hold the lead? Lit played at my high school. Like in the halls, or like a concert? I don't think we had a single damn concert at my high school, now that I think about it. I mean, we had like band performances where they played Hang On Sloopy over and over. You know what I mean? You don't know that? It's a classic. Minor rat jams. Thank you. We had a Christian rock band. Played at our high school. What was it like going to a Christian high school? It didn't dawn on me until I was a little bit older that, like, when you go to a Christian high school, like, you literally have like a biblical class, right? I was always maybe annoyed is not the right way to phrase it, but I think the best high school, probably the second best high school in the city in which I grew up is a Catholic school. And I was always like, you know, I guess a little jealous. I guess I could have gone, but at the same time, I was like, even though the school's nice, I'm not sure. I'm guessing that at a Catholic high school, religion class isn't an elective, right? That's kind of like a compulsory one. Yeah, it's a required class. That makes sense. Please. It's good. I'm looking at it. The dodging on this mom's hard fight is so fucking hard. Please. We got one more deal with the devil. This is the perfect time for 9 lives. Just drop this dead center. You should be fine. We should be fine now. I know that's copium, but look at this. It's blocking shots. It's exploding. Do I wish I had sack dagger? Yes and no. Yes, I wish I had sack dagger, but I'm also glad I have 1 HP buffer. It's a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Maybe if we had sack dagger, we wouldn't. How dare you! We wouldn't need the HP. When I live by 1 HP, you'll be standing in chat saying he was right. He was right. We got one more floor, though. Oh, you're a son of a gun. I guess we want Krampus's head? Okay, well, that's something. Or HP. I guess we'll just take the HP. Hey. Who needs Krampus's heart when you could just get a spirit heart? Or Krampus's head when you could just get a spirit heart instead? You'd have more HP with the dagger. Source, dude, just trust me. You're probably right, but your source also is, dude, just trust me, so... Brim bombs. You know what? Oh, we're right on the boss fight already. I do feel like brim bombs could really hit the spot. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I think we're probably gonna die, but we're at least in a situation where one extraordinarily good second secret room could win us the game. Owned. Owned. One more. Just one more. God, this is miserable, man. No, don't get killed by your own Forgotten. I think I may have overstated the likelihood that we were going to finish the game in time today. You can drop bombs, but the bombs... We're gonna run it back. /marker FU.